Hey guys, it's Emerson. I'm your Friday guy, and this week we're talking about struggles and how we overcame them. Like the biggest struggle in transitioning or just coming out to ourselves, whichever point we're at. Not to say you have to transition. Just want to clarify. So one of my biggest struggles was probably playing college hockey and coming out at that time, and the time before I came out, and um, just kind of dealing with that very female space. The like middle to end, well, actually, pretty much this whole past season um, was pretty much the hardest time of my transition so far, I would say, and the beginning of it too, like socially coming out to peers at college and everything. And it was really hard because it's something that you have to put a lot of energy into, and when you feel like you don't want to be there, it makes it even harder. But I also felt like I had to be like, I like hockey. I've always loved playing, and there have been rough patches where I didn't feel like I did, but in the end, I love hockey. But I was just worn down emotionally, I think, from like coming out and before coming out, holding it in and all of that. And that was one of the hardest parts, that I just was like mentally and physically drained because of like training and stuff too. Um, and the team was very supportive. Like, I can't complain about that at all. They were great. Um, but the fact that it was such a female environment, like, it was almost like a switch. Like, outside of hockey, my teammates were like pretty good with pronouns at first, but like whenever we were at hockey, it just kind of like went out the door at the beginning, at least, and that was very frustrating. And then it made me even more conscious about like being in the locker room and everything. Um, so I would say that's the roughest patch of my transition so far. But like I said, I still had the support, so like that helped a lot. And I talked to my mom on the phone a lot during that time, because my mom and I had kind of a rough patch when I first came out to her, but there was always the support there, and she's just continued to get better over time. So by the season, we we were talking a lot. We've always had a close relationship, so it was. I think my mom's support and my girlfriend's support were a lot of what got me through the hockey season. Um, yeah, that's the bulk of my main issues, I guess. I mean, chest dysphoria is one of the worst parts, I think, um, as well. But I think we can all relate there. And just one other thing was, I had a real issue not giving people a chance. Just expecting a bad response, and therefore like not even wanting to give them a chance at first. And through coming out and over time and everything, I think I've gotten better at giving people a chance. And after my close friends and family and everyone knew and were supportive, by that point I was kind of like, it's worth giving people a chance, and if it doesn't go well, it doesn't go well. But that's not to say you should give someone a chance and then like it might be dangerous for you to tell them. Like, definitely use your best judgment. Don't just give everyone a chance. What, like, if you think it's going to be dangerous. But I'm getting long, so I should cut it off, and I hope you guys have a good weekend.